Have you ever had a normal day that suddenly became unforgettable? I thought this rainy Saturday would be completely boring. I planned to watch movies and stay in bed all day. But then something unexpected happened. The electricity suddenly went out. My phone battery was almost dead. And then I heard a strange sound near my window. At that moment, I had no idea what was happening. Good morning, everyone. My name is Emma. Today, I want to tell you about my rainy Saturday. I woke up later than usual. When I opened my eyes, I heard the sound of rain. I walked to my window and looked outside. The sky was dark and gray. Rain was falling everywhere. I smiled because I really love rainy weather. I didn't want to go anywhere that morning. I just wanted to stay warm and comfortable at home. The sound of rain made me feel very relaxed. I thought this is going to be a peaceful day. I went to the kitchen and made myself some breakfast. I cooked 2 eggs and made some toast. Then I prepared a warm cup of tea. I carried everything to the window. I sat near the window and slowly drank my tea. I watched people walking outside with umbrellas. The roads were wet and the trees were moving in the wind. After breakfast, I made a plan for my day. First, I wanted to watch a movie. Then I wanted to read my book and practice English. I also wanted to make something delicious in the evening. I got my favorite blanket and some snacks. I sat comfortably on the sofa. I picked a movie and pressed the play button. I was ready to enjoy my perfect rainy afternoon. But suddenly, the screen went black. The lights went off too. I looked around and said, "Seriously?" Of course, the electricity had to go out now. I picked up my phone to check the time. Then I noticed something terrible. My battery was only 10%. I decided not to use my phone too much. I put my phone on the table. I looked around the room. The house was completely quiet. There was only one sound, the rain outside. I decided to read my book instead. I sat near the window and opened it. For a few minutes, everything felt peaceful. Then I heard a strange sound. I stopped reading and listened carefully. The sound was coming from my window. I slowly stood up. I walked toward the window. The sound came again. I started wondering, what is that? I looked through the glass. I couldn't see anything unusual. Then I heard the sound again. I opened the window a little, and then I finally saw it. It was only a small tree branch. The wind was hitting it against my window. I started laughing at myself. I said, "Emma, you were scared of a tree branch." It was actually very funny. I went back to my room. I still couldn't watch my movie, so I decided to clean my drawer. While cleaning, I found an old notebook. I hadn't opened it for a very long time. I opened the notebook and started reading. I wanted to improve my English. I also wanted to become more confident. I smiled when I read those old goals. I realized that I was still working on them. I took a pen and started writing. I wrote about my dreams and my future. I wrote, "I want to speak English confidently." I also wrote, "I want to get a good job." By evening, the rain had become lighter. The sky was slowly becoming brighter. I made some noodles for dinner. Then I sat near the window again. I thought about my rainy day. It wasn't the day I had planned, but it became a beautiful memory. Sometimes, unexpected days can be the best days. So, what do you like to do on a rainy day? Tell me in the comments and try to answer in English. Thank you for listening to my story. If you like my English story, don't forget to subscribe my channel. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.